There it is. We're live.
Oh, well done.
It's happening.
You're gonna choke. You're just gonna go,
I,
I can't say
I wet
anything.
myself. All right. For anyone who's watching already, thank you very much for tuning in.
Oh yeah, people watching already.
People who are in on the ground floor of the stream, congratulations. My name is written at the bottom of the screen, the champion athlete. For my guest tonight,
Guest. My guest.
my guest tonight, I'm hosting the immaculate Robert Brown, jazz guitarist,
Oh, come on.
uh, Metal Gear phenomenon.
Yeah, just like you are.
Yeah, we're all Metal Gear fans here, all two of us.
Yeah.
So let's get into that to get started. We haven't had the chance to talk about this yet.
About what?
Survive, Metal Gear Survive, the recent announcement.
Oh, all right. Well, I think it's the best thing they could have done.
Really, I'm actually surprised that you said it. I was going to say one of the reasons that I really enjoy talking to you is because although we have similar interests, you generally will find, or rather, you'll see things from a different perspective than I will, and it's always interesting to me to hear your take on it. So, go on, and how come it's the best thing they could have done?
All right. So Hideo's gone forever. They
Yeah,
have the rights to the title, the franchise, whatever you want to call it. What would you want? You'd want just like a continuous multiplayer platform forever because you don't want them to fuck with the story ever again. Imagine if they came out with Metal Gear 6 and they said, yeah, Ocelot's an alien and Snake is gay, right? Or something like that, and you'd be like, well, they fucked with they fucked with Hideo's, 36-year vision or whatever the fuck it is, right? So I'm happy they've kept it just like this plain, vanilla multiplayer fuck around, right? That uses all the great elements of the newest title. I hope they improve on it, like weapon rosters and actual weapons, and then just keep it like that.
Okay, I hear what you're saying there. Yeah, yeah. But do you not think it's inevitable that they will try and do like full story installments of the series?
I don't, maybe, but I don't know if they can. I mean, this may be an example of why the fact that they can't. What they're gonna do? Like, who's gonna be the fucking character designer?
But they can't lose money on it because if they do put a game out, people will buy it. They want to try it, and they're not going to lose money on the first on one attempt. I wouldn't think. I'd be as amazed if. And then there's so many different ways they can go with it now. They could make a VR installment, which is just like, they could do a lot of things. So I don't know.
VR what?
You know,
VR riding, like.
yeah, they could do like a VR reimagining of a segment
Whoa.
of an older game, like from a different character's perspective or something like that. And
Wow.
there are going to be people who, they're paying to research, who are already probably fans of the series, who Konami can pay to research where is a way in for us, kind of an opportunity for us to exploit effectively. And I'm sure, that they'll be able to find one if they put enough effort
I mean,
into it.
it was supposed to be over at 2, really.
Yeah.
Like 2 was the final game, and then Snake Eater came, and then 4 was supposed to be the end. It was the end. I mean, we had fucking Solid with a gun in his mouth, like, saying to Otacon, like, I have to just go and just live now, and, bye, kind of thing.
Yeah, man. I remember how moved you were when you.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I didn't see any get like footage of the end, and I made myself like, yeah, I had an experience with that because Solid's my favorite character. Oh
Yeah.
well, next to Raiden. Raiden's probably my favorite, but like out of like Snakes, you've got Liquid and Big Boss and all that,
Mm.
and Boss and all that. Yeah, Solid. I always love Solid.
And also the thing is that they're going to really struggle to do, Konami, is to come on par with the whole the whole spectrum. So the sound, the music,
Yeah,
the selection, and one thing which really bothers me about Survive is it doesn't look like it's going to be possible to play it non-lethally exclusively, because in every other previous installment of Metal Gear, you've been able to pass any segment in a non-lethal way somehow. And to me, and I think probably to hopefully to quite a lot of the fan base, that's a staple of the game. And without that, it's not. It doesn't count. Like it's not a pure Metal Gear.
yeah. Metal Gear is stealth, but then
Yeah, lethal.
Metal Gear Online isn't stealth. But how the fuck are you gonna trank?
So true.
How the fuck are you gonna trank the hordes?
But that being said, you can play, and I have indeed attempted to play Metal Gear Online exclusively non-lethally. There's nothing stopping you from doing that.
Yeah.
And it does kind of look. Obviously, it's very early days, and it's hard to tell. But it does look like I haven't seen any hint of any kind of non-lethal anything going on.
It might even get cancelled.
It's possible, but it's going to be just like an add-on. Like I don't know if it's going to be DLC for Phantom Pain, but it's certainly going to be cheaper. It's not going to be full price.
Yeah.
So
Who knows?
yeah, is it because it is online co-op, which is something which is awesome, which I wish Phantom Pain would have had. Some online co-op where you could have had like two people on at the same time cooperating in something other than the online realm, like in something a bit more story based, like you could in Peace Walker.
Yeah, yeah.
But I don't know. Like you say, it could be cancelled. There's a lot of things that could happen, but the likelihood is that it will be released.
Well, I'm happy. I'm happy that it's so. It's like this vanilla, fucking. There's no characters. It's just you, your avatar, and then it's like, just use the great game mechanics.
Yeah, it's Fox Engine, isn't it? Definitely.
Right. Well, yeah, but I mean game mechanics is in like.
Oh, and yeah, the gameplay mechanics as well. Yeah.
Yeah. So like track. Yeah. Yeah. Well, like you can headshot, trank, be stealth, have stealth camo.
Maybe CQC. It's got to have
CQC, stuff like that. Like I'm happy, like just to continue that and just call it Metal Gear, and it'll just be like Metal Gear Online 10, like, and not fuck with the 30-year story, because that is like changing.
Yeah, totally, like the Mona Lisa or whatever.
War and Peace, or like anything. Like you're just completely changing. It's like making, I don't know.
Yeah, you can't do that. You can't go into something so established and so loved and start fucking around with it as if you know best. But that is, to me, that is inevitably what they will do. I think they will go in and start making new story.
That's what I don't want. That's what I don't want.
But it's, like in Star Wars. Star Wars is a great example. You have this really loved universe, and there's a lot of hoo-ha about what gets to be canon, what's like legends, and what's like alternate. And the fans will make of it what they will make of it. And we don't. No one's going to force us to play it, but there's that uneasiness of just something that you love being exploited. And And I think that's what it was for me. And for all the people I've seen talking about it online, which actually isn't that much, but I saw like some of Young and a couple of others, and no one seems, yeah, and no one seems to be mentioning where's the non-lethal aspect of it, which to me is I don't know, it's disquieting.
Yeah, how are you gonna fucking trank a zombie? They look like the Galagos, the Los Lagos.
Yeah, from Resident Evil.
From Resident Evil 4, yeah. They look like the Los whatever. Los Garros.
How are you gonna headshot trank them? Because they've got the
no heads.
Horn. Maybe if you get the horn or something, I don't know.
Fuck knows.
But of course, like you were saying, the thing is, it looks amazing, like with the Fox engine and with the stylistic aspect of it. It does look good, and of course, we're all going to play it, and we're all going to make our own minds up.
Yeah.
Oh man, my eyes. I played a lot of basketball today. I'm going to upload a little basketball edit a bit later.
I think your hair looks. Remember when I told you to cut your hair shorter?
Yeah.
Yeah. So now I think you should go even further and like style it a bit.
Yeah, I do have gel. Like sometimes I will.
I don't think I like the beard.
Anna makes me do this. The bootstrap. They call it a bootstrap.
Oh, you have that because Anna says.
Yeah, Anna likes it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she likes it, so I do it for her.
I don't get that.
Yeah, I mean, I like Lewis Hamilton. You know, the Formula One racer.
Oh yeah.
He has the bootstrap.
Yeah, who gives a fuck about him?
Well, but the thing is, he does it more tidily. Like my shit is a bit rough around the edges. Oh, by the way, I meant to ask you something. You know, this is a little bit gossipy and lame, so we can move along quickly from it. But you know, H3H3.
Yeah.
I have heard a rumor that his girl on there, I don't recall her name. I think she's really pretty, and she's cool. I like her attitude and style and all that. But
I've forgotten.
I heard that she has a fuck tape. Is that true? She got a fuck tape out there.
A fuck tape?
Yeah,
I wouldn't care.
Yeah, okay, alright, you don't care, so you don't know as well.
Does she have a sex tape?
I heard a rumor that she does. I thought maybe you might know, but
yeah, thanks.
I know you're a fan of the site, so I thought you might have heard him comment.
Right. The last shit I was watching was that gambling thing, CS:GO thing. Like that guy's still going.
Is it still? Yeah.
Like he took all that money from those under 16s and stuff. Really weird.
Yeah, it's spooky.
What else can we talk about?
Let's talk a little bit about Bitcoin. Maybe Bitcoin's been up and down, some ins and outs. You heard about that hack on the Bitfinex exchange?
Yeah, I showed you it.
Yeah, you sent me the thing.
Yeah, because I use it. I fucking use it, and
it's Bitfinex. I didn't realize that.
Yeah, well, I got it. Tried to learn it. I have a trading balance. I check the prices, and I've never made a trade, so I don't use it. But I've got BTC in there just because Coinbase is shit. Do not use Coinbase. If you want to get any money back from Coinbase, you have to pay the international fees for your bank.
Right.
Yeah, like every time you want monies, foreign currency, monies, as it's just like to cash money back, you have to pay about £20.
Yeah, crikey.
And that, say you've got £10 worth of BTC, you just want to cash, you're paying for nothing. Like, and that's just another fucking scheme, like a bank scheme. Like, when you pay out, like with your credit card, and you purchase online with a credit card, the money just goes out. And when you want a refund, that can take up to like 14, 30 working days. And the excuse is admin fees, which is just such bullshit. That's when I got really pissed off about that once, and that's when I rung up NatWest and just like kept asking for their boss. So I rang up and I was like, "Can I speak to your boss?" And you get the same story, like, "Hey, what can I help you with?" and all that. You just keep going and going again.
I'll take this opportunity to say that BitSquare is a good exchange because it's a decentralized exchange, and I think what happened at Bitfinex highlights the need for that sort of thing. There's things you can do like side chains and other ways to try and get around having third parties managing your coins, but I think BitSquare, if you're not going to have your Bitcoin stored offline in paper wallets, then BitSquare is a great option as for the type of decentralized third party. In fact, I think BitSquare might even be one of a kind in that respect, that there's not that many other options like BitSquare out there.
Yeah, it is, because you've only got, I don't know, there's only a few platforms, and the popular platforms are the only ones worth using, and there's like 3 out of about 10 or 15 like exchanges, and Bitfinex is the best. So why wouldn't I have chosen Bitfinex? So that makes like this what's the word? Diversive. It just diverses it. And
diversifies, yeah.
Yeah, it diversifies exchanges for the same fucking currency. So what's the point? Like, I don't get that. Like, the dollar. Actually, I don't even know how markets work in currencies. I only know how markets work in stocks and shares. Like, stock trading is just easy. Like, you buy from a public company and then you have a share.
Yeah.
Well, if you want to just like sell euros and make USD, I have no idea where you do that.
Yeah, foreign exchange is some gangster shit. Like one of the,
Right.
it's the most
Fuck
like,
knows.
yeah, the most like ruthless person I have ever known. I won't say any names, but the last time I saw him, he told me he was trying to get into Forex. So
yeah, and all that shit is just people sucking dicks and handouts and payoffs. That's all that is. I'll tell you a story, right? One time I was coming back from college or an audition or something from London. I'm on this like regular fucking just express, and I'm sitting with a guy and I'm talking to him, and he was a trader, and I was like, "Oh, so what do you do? Can you help me out? Because like I don't know what the fuck to do." And he was like, "Oh, my uncle tells me what to pick." So I was like, "Oh, I wish I'd like recorded that." Just a guy on a train, like insider trading. But yeah, if anyone is interested in stock investment, it's really easy. All you do is just like sign up with a brokerage, and they do everything for you. They do all your executions, that's what it's called, for a fee, obviously. But you get to do whatever you want. So you could buy £1 worth of shares in Lockheed, right? And then just see that go up. But you have to have liquidity like as safety, because if anything goes wrong, you have to pay like £100 to cancel your account. The broker will take 15% of every, most things. So like you need this like backup, because if you fuck up, then I'm sure brokerages like get you.
yeah.
Because they're so rich, like they'll just send bailiffs to your house.
Yeah, you've got to think that they're always safeguarded in their way. Yeah, in most cases, I know that that malfeasance and corruption is rife in the financial realm. But yeah, there's always the like you said, if you fuck up, your choices at your end and you go broke, they're gonna want to have their end of it covered, I would imagine. Yeah.
Yeah, it like without fail, they will fuck you. It's not like you get a ticket from the police or like some customs receipt and you can like wait a month to pay it or something like that.
They track you any country you're in, wherever you are.
Yeah, yeah. Like the financial industry.
Well, yeah, that's a big topic of chat. What was the other thing I wanted to say to you though? There was another subject I wanted to chat with you about.
What about PlayStation Neo? What about?
I don't really know anything about that.
No one does.
It's a mystery.
Well, it should be announced at PlayStation meeting.
I pre-ordered my PlayStation VR.
Oh, you got the pre-order before they sold out. Holy fuck! How much did you pay out?
They have a GameStop. Not much, like I mean, it's in euros, but it's like 35 euros, something like that. I had to pay out to get my deposit.
Yeah, but how much is the?
Oh, it's like 350 euros or something like that for the kit, for the little kit that you get with the headset.
What? That's as much as
a PlayStation
unit, yeah.
Yeah, and it doesn't work without the PlayStation, as far as I understand it. So you've got to have PS4, and you've got to have.
Have you seen the Final Fantasy VR?
No.
So one of the party you can just view through his eyes.
Cool. Well, in that kind of environment as well, it's pretty blissful stuff. The one thing about it is that people get nauseous. A lot of people get like motion sickness.
That should only be from frame rate drop.
Yeah. I heard about that.
If it got the Oculus Rift and the Xbox One VRs are supposed to like keep the frame rate like all the time really good because they're more like premium headsets. But the PS one, I saw Happy Console Gamer say it wasn't as smooth. But I have no idea. I have no idea about it really. The only thing I would play is RE7, and I mean Final Fantasy's been delayed till fucking November.
Well, but they've got a couple of options right from the off, I think, and more in the pipeline. Like they're gonna have Batman VR, like where you wear the mantle of the bat.
There's one like 30-second trailer for that. When do you think that's coming out?
Well, it'll be hopefully it would be 2017. But also you have the Star Wars X-wing.
Oh yeah, sorry, I forgot about the Star Wars.
That look like people are loving it. It's only going to be a very short experience, I think, but it's a free thing for people who already own Star Wars Battlefront.
Oh really?
It's totally free if you already own Battlefront, and whether you have VR or not as well, you still get, because it's tied into the Rogue One film. But you can play it in VR, and apparently it is very, very good. And but also, like you said, there's Resident Evil as well.
Yeah,
and then there's a whole sort of slew of like more like it's kind of low grade, but still probably very entertaining games that you can play in virtual reality as well. Right from the beginning, there's already on the PlayStation Store. There's a big selection of games, like racing games and weird like futuristic pilot games and stuff like that.
Yeah. Did you send me a message?
I'm in the chat a little bit.
Are there any viewers?
We had a viewer, then we had two viewers. Now we've got one viewer. Now we've got no viewers. I remembered what I was going to mention to you actually as well. Did you hear about the NSA getting hacked?
No.
All right, so it's pretty fucking big news, man. It's like there's a lot of controversy about it. I think I got it all figured out.
It's probably on RT, right? On
Yeah,
YouTube.
they're reporting about it all over.
Well, RT. I say that because RT YouTube channel like always puts up important stories as little videos.
RT's good for that kind of thing. Yeah, yeah.
They're the
But,
biggest news channel on YouTube.
but there's yeah, that's right. And one of the biggest media organizations on the planet, bigger than a lot of the big American media organizations.
Well, yeah, only because the government puts in so much money.
Yeah, people trust them. Yeah, as well. People trust them more than the Americans because American news media is total junk. But then so is English in most places. Russia today, I think.
RT, the only like propaganda I've seen on RT is crosstalk. And that's about it, really.
Crosstalk is pretty. I don't like crosstalk. I don't like the format at all.
Yeah, remember when I said how crosstalk is like the worst idea for a debate show?
Did you, just to quickly divert before we go back to NSA getting hacked?
Okay.
Did you check out the Pokemon Go conspiracy?
Oh yeah, I know all
Did you
about
have a
it
look
now.
at it? Yeah.
Yeah, but I was totally oblivious to it.
Yeah, and as I think probably most people, especially people using it, I think most people probably are oblivious to it. But I'll put the link in the chat.
Oh, okay.
This is just the first link that comes up when you Google NSA hack. So not for the Pokemon thing, but for the NSA getting hacked. So here's what happened. Okay, the NSA's hacking tools were put up.
8 foot tall alien.
What?
It says the mystery behind the identity of an 8 foot tall alien.
Right. Does it? What on that link?
That's the fucking title of the document by Ian Style. Where the fuck's he from? Ian Graber Style. Anyway,
Oh yeah, I see. Okay, the identity of the shadow brokers, an 8 foot tall alien, and a diplomatic chess game surrounding a 234 megabyte link.
Area 69.
So
go on then, tell your fucking story.
I'm gonna do it. Wait, I just wanna.
Oh, you've gone full screen.
Have I? Yeah. Why is it off? Clicked off. Oh, okay. All right. I'm gonna put my lower third back on before I announce my NSA story. Okay, so the NSA was hacked. The hackers took some of the NSA's hacking tools and put them up for sale to the highest bidder on a couple of websites. A couple of which took it down straight away. But before they were able to take it down,
so BitTorrent.
Yeah, well, that's probably something like that will be how the files are actually released and shared if it does actually go out. But it won't though, because it's all such a fix. Like, first of all, they put the ransom at a million, starting at 1 million bitcoins.
Yeah. Okay.
And who's got 1 million bitcoins?
I'd say quite a few people.
I don't know if there's that many people with 1 million bitcoins. And
how much has Max got?
I doubt 1 million. I mean, maybe a few 100,000, I guess, maybe, but 1 million is a fucking shitload of bitcoins, man. That's
it wasn't. Yeah, but it wasn't 3 years ago, was it?
I can't do the maths, but I think it would be in the billions.
Yeah, but do you see what I mean? Like 3 years ago, 5 years ago, it was what? The price.
No, I know what you mean. Yeah, there were people with 1 million bitcoins back then, but since then,
right,
a lot of trade and exchange has happened. I don't think there's that many people left with 1 million bitcoins.
Okay.
Even if there is, how many of them are going to be willing to part with it to buy like the most illicit shit you could fucking get from, like, I don't know, like, I don't know how much it's the type of thing that you couldn't really just sort of fence around and then like, you know, sell it on for 900,000 bitcoins or whatever. I don't think it would work like that.
I think like the CIA could.
Who would want to buy it though? Yeah, like maybe you're thinking maybe a government, maybe another
Yeah,
government organization or something
an
like that.
intelligence agency, the government, and then there'd be loads of buyers. Like,
I don't know,
where's
man.
that? What's that Middle Eastern country that uses Bitcoin exclusively now? That has been for years.
I'm not sure. I know Iran was very popular in Iran for a while, to sort of get around the US economic sanctions that were going on there.
Oh,
But
let's go. Do you want to go? Oh, what? Are you finished with the story?
no, well, there's a little bit more to it. Like I've heard it said that it was Russia that stole
Yeah, as soon as they say that,
the
like,
hacking tools,
yeah, it's just bullshit.
right? Because whenever this kind of thing happens, you're always thinking it's like that that it's kind of, what's the word for it, like a double Dutch door action, where it's actually an American organization or operative that's, you know, the tools were never available, but it's just all subterfuge, like so that they can
Oh
make a
yeah,
boogeyman
yeah,
and be
yeah.
like,
They
yeah, it
just
was
make
Russia.
up. Yeah, they just make up the whole story. Yeah.
Yeah, they do it to themselves, kind of thing. So yeah, it
Yeah.
never happened,
Yeah.
but they just pretend to do it to themselves and then say it was Russia that did it to them. Also, I've heard it said that it's another Snowden type scenario where it's someone who actually works for the NSA who's trying to sabotage them from the inside. Of course, I
Well,
don't think
how did anyone find out about it?
what the hacking tools themselves.
No, the fact that they were leaked.
Oh, well, like I said, whoever leaked it, they call themselves the shadow brokers. Um,
Oh,
and
they
they,
told people. Okay.
yeah, they put it up publicly, and before it was taken down publicly, experts were able to verify that it's not like a scam. They do appear to have the goods, as it were.
All right.
Um, so an interesting thing. Did you see that there's this new film coming out called Snowden? I think it's directed by Oliver Stone, and
I
it's
thought they. I did. I did. I think I knew they were going to make one about him. Yeah.
and I saw the trailer for it, and it's so like zingy and like I don't know, just like it really glorifies him as like kind of a heroic action
Oh,
hero type of
okay.
guy.
All right. I mean, that makes sense.
They've already done films that vilify him,
Oh, have they?
mm-hmm. But
Well, like that sniper one or something.
like what you mean, the one about that Americans? I think it's called American Sniper, isn't it? That one. And
Yeah, it's the one.
he was discovered to be a total. So much of just everything in culture and in the world is fake. Like he was faking how many people he
Yeah,
killed.
say the statistic about people on the internet who are actually fake people. What did you say? It was like 60% of everyone you meet.
Oh yeah, it's crazy, isn't it? Like how much Facebook accounts and things like that.
Well, any like yeah. It's
Yeah, oh
like
yeah,
you
I don't
told
remember how
me.
much it is, but it's
I think you said it was like 60% of everyone you meet on the internet is like one of these. There's an actual like um, group that it is or something.
yeah, and it's publicly known as well. It's not like it's like some
Like
spooky conspiracy theory. Like
yeah,
they have their like manuals on how to sabotage any
yeah.
group or organization, and it's just by spamming them with like disinformation. This is where it would be really good to have the third member of the Trinity in, because he knows his shit about all this kind of thing
Yeah,
a lot more than me. He can actually like quote chapter and verse and tell you about some shit, whereas like goes into the blend of I
yeah,
don't remember it as well.
yeah. Me too. Because we kind of like tried to keep up to date with so many different things like
Mm.
music and like art
Mm.
and then politics and I doubt Turkey religiously follows a band or?
No, I think yeah, it might be fair to say that Turkey has over specialized more than us, perhaps to some degree,
Yeah.
in economics and sociology, because he does have a degree in economics and sociology. So I think it's fair to say that.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And the people who he kind of looks to, and the places, the digital places that he goes to for information, are the kind of the purists of that kind of thing. Like I remember the guy Damien, fucking I can't remember his surname, Carl Denninger, other chaps like that who, to my taste, are perhaps a little bit too dry. But then at the same time, I do recognise that these guys are fucking clued up, and if you want to know this shit, then you got to go to them. Although Denninger has been off the scene for a while, he just released a new YouTube video. And he's so much like Turkey, actually, Carl Denninger, because they do these little projects. I say little, I don't mean that. I mean they do projects, technical projects that they really just put everything into and become completely kind of immersed in, and they have good results. You know, they have that way of doing things, which leads to success, and they learn, and they're able to kind of learn entirely new skill sets, so, you know, just solo, without teachers, just using digital resources and experimentation. So yeah, we need the third member of the Trinity in, man. We need to get him in, Tax. When you watch this video, if you watch this video, we need you into the Trinity. I'm actually gonna have to probably cut this off now, because I am. Look at my eyes, man. Look how tired I am.
Oh, they look fine.
I don't look deep in. They're all like bloodshot. I haven't smoked any ganja or anything. I just like played basketball a lot in the sun today. But
Cool.
thanks for joining me, and thanks for touching on some of these topics with me. And perhaps next time we'll have a bit more of an agenda.
Yeah. I could just write out a couple of things.
Yeah.
I think that's all we need to do. Just write out like 3 things.
It'd be good to get like maybe a little bit of viewer involvement, if we can get a little bit of an audience.
Yeah, cool. you should you should like tweet it and like, you know what I mean, with all your things.
Yeah, because this one I scheduled this one for like I think a month or 2 ago, and so it's not easy. People can't be expecting it. Anyway, cool. I'll stop the broadcast now, and
okay.
We'll see you next time.